Well, I want to welcome in Will Levis from Xavier High School, who is a junior at Xavier and is a recruit in the 2018 high school class. Will, definitely thanks for taking the time and welcome to the show.
Oh, no problem. It's my pleasure.
Now, you're a quarterback at Xavier High School, so you are from Connecticut. Was this your first visit on Saturday? I know you took in the 20-9 win by UConn over Cincinnati. Was that your first game at the Rent, or have you been previously?
It was not actually. I've been to a handful of the UConn games. Actually, haven't been able to. Every single game I've attended, they've won, which has been great. A few years ago, and then I went to the Houston game last year, which was also really cool. Stormed the field with another one of my teammates. That was a lot of fun. So all my times at the Rent have been great experiences.
What did you think about the visit this weekend? And specifically, what do you think about the UConn staff?
Well, the staff's great. I've been receiving emails from Coach Poindexter and just watching the offense operate the last week. I know they've struggled from time to time, but it was definitely running well. This game, both on the ground and in the air, and it was great to see Sheriffs get into a rhythm, and got some great players across the board. And what the coaching staff is doing with their playmakers is great, and just a great impression.
Now, you are a junior, so you are in the class of 2018. Who else is looking at you at this point, and do you really have a time frame in which you want to make a decision by?
I don't really have a time frame. I think it's just a matter of when I do receive some more interest from schools. But right now, I've received offers from Yale and Princeton, and Ivy League football is definitely an option for me. And then I'm also looking at some higher academic schools in FBS, such as Wisconsin, Penn State, Boston College, Northwestern, Duke, and a couple others. But that's pretty much the gist of it.
That's definitely an impressive list, especially academic-wise. How important is academics to you?
Academics is put that in front of football definitely, as I know that it's when I go to a college, it's a 40-year plan, not a 4-year plan, and that that slight chance of going to the NFL, you gotta take your education into account, and it definitely shows in my grades. I work my hardest in school, work just as hard on the field as I do in school, and I'm one of the top of my class academic-wise, and I hope to keep it that way. And I take a lot of pride in just how I do in the classroom, so I just think that's one of my greatest assets.
That's definitely a good thing to have. I'm talking to Will Levis, a quarterback from Xavier High School who is graduating in 2018. Another former Xavier quarterback, Tim Boyle, was at UConn for several years. Have you had a chance to talk to him, and if so, what did he say about the program?
Yeah, Tim and I talk from time to time, and checks in whenever he comes back to school. We make sure we talk and just see how things are going. I know he recently made the decision this past year to go to Eastern Kentucky, but I just know that he enjoyed the time he had at UConn, and I know that he was a big recruit coming out of high school, and obviously he got an early chance to play there, which is great for any high school player. They want to get right out of high school and play in college, and he got the opportunity to do that, which is great. And he's a great player, and I love talking to him. He's a great kid, and I just hope he does well down at Eastern Kentucky.
Now, there were several other recruits at the game on Saturday. Did you get a chance to talk to any? I know I think the number was close to 100, if not more than that.
Yeah, I actually knew a few of them already from either previous camps or visits, but when I went down to the locker room, it was me and a few other players, and got to speak to Tyshawn James, the quarterback in the class of 2017 from Middletown for the first time. So that's the other high school in Middletown, the public high school, and it was my first time meeting him, so it was fun talking to him about his season and kind of just exchanging some information about how our seasons have been going, and that was a lot of fun. And yeah, it was also good when I went to the locker room, got to see some players that I had known before and introduced them to some other players, and that was really fun, just getting to know the team a little bit and seeing how everyone was interacting after a big win like that.
Now, speaking of your high school season, how is that going currently? What's your record, and how are things progressing?
It's been a tough year. I mean, we came out of last season thinking we were going to have a big season this year. A lot of great senior class, good players across the board. But we've started not as well as we would hope to. We're sitting at 2-3 right now. A lot of injuries. Just a lot of every single game's been close. I mean, we just lost our last one by 2, and one before that by 3, and it's just been tough. Just not coming out of those close games with the wins, which is always really important, especially in a tough double LSCC Tier 1 schedule like we play. Just we can make sure we win out and hopefully make the playoffs and open some eyes in the playoffs like we did a couple years ago with the same record.
Now, how would you describe yourself as a quarterback on the field? You a pocket passer, or can you run as well?
I mean, I definitely consider myself a pocket passer, but I think my film and just watching me play, you can see I can make the plays with my legs when I need to. It's obviously not my first choice, but I'm not slow. I wouldn't call myself, so I can get out of the pocket. I'm a little mobile, and but I'd like to sit in the pocket and throw the ball and take what I can get, but I can definitely run the ball when needed.
Now, a lot of athletes have favorites that they try to mold themselves after. Do you try to model your game after any quarterbacks in the NFL, and who do you watch, and do you look at film to try to model your throw motion after some?
Well, I've been working with a quarterback trainer for a long time right now. His name's Travis Meyer out of Rocky Hill, and he's been training me for about 5 years now. And it's not modeling after one specific quarterback. Obviously, everyone has their own little mannerisms that they do, but there's a lot of great things that a lot of quarterbacks do better than others. And I'm a New England Patriots fan, and I think Tom Brady's just the best. And watching him play and his mechanics are just impeccable. And a lot of stuff that he does, but then the mobility of Aaron Rodgers is just incredible. The way he can just be a magician in the pocket and get out of pressure and make plays on the move. I think a combination of those two players would probably be the ideal quarterback, in my opinion, right now.
Well, I definitely appreciate the time, Will. Definitely good luck the rest of the season. And I'll definitely keep an eye on you and track your progress through the recruiting process until you make a decision.
Thank you. Thank you very much.